Today we are preparing the most delicious pasta, Alfredo pasta. We will cut the meat. I have turkey fillet. Then we cut it into straws. It is important for me that the meat starts to fry exactly. Well, in translation from Italian, fettuccine is a ribbon. Pour 200 milliliters of 20% cream. I take a whisk, twist it, and lay it out on a plate. A real work of art. Hello everyone, this is Alexei Borisov from the Borisov television channel. Today, we are cooking the most creamy pasta Alfredo with tender chicken. Simple and quick and incredibly tasty recipe. Well, we start cooking. First of all, we pour water into the pan and put it on the fire. We add a generous pinch of salt, put it on the fire. The next thing we do is cut the meat. I have turkey fillet. You can take chicken, you can take a leg, you can take a thigh, or classic. We first cut the breast into slices about 1/2 centimeter each, then we cut it into straws about as without cloves. I've cut the meat. Let's move on to heat treatment. I'm heating up the skillet to the maximum. Olive oil and wait until it heats up. The oil has heated up. I've reduced the heat to about half and I'm evenly loading the meat onto the skillet. It's important to me that the meat starts to fry, not stew and boil in its own juice. On, I've spread it all over the skillet. Now I want to add fire using a burner. The meat has seared on the bottom. I start to flip it carefully. On the same board where I cut the meat, I will cut the onion. I will cut it into thin half rings. In the recipe, I will use fettuccine pasta. Send it to boil for a few minutes. Alfredo Di Lelio is credited with creating fettuccine. In the 19th century, he worked in a restaurant run by his mother, and after the birth of his son Armando, his wife lost her appetite. In order to please his wife, Alfredo came up with a dish consisting of ribbons in a gentle sauce. Take note of the recipe and the beautiful story. Well, fettuccine in translation from Italian is ribbon. The meat has been fried, we remove it to a plate, and on the remaining oil, we fry onions and garlic. I add garlic with such a device. You can simply use a garlic press or finely chop it with a knife. We fry the onions until they are lightly golden, add the garlic and mix everything thoroughly. 200 milliliters of 20% cream, 50 grams of butter. We introduce 1 yolk and mix thoroughly. Great hot cheese here to taste. I will also use about 50 grams. Mix. Our task is to combine the ingredients and the cheese melted. We send the meat, salt, freshly ground pepper, a little Italian herbs, a couple of ladles of pasta water, mix again. I didn't cook the fettuccine for another 3 minutes. And let it reach its condition already in the sauce, having absorbed the maximum amount of flavor. We mix the pasta into the sauce and let it finish cooking, literally 3 minutes, and we serve it to the table. And at the same time, I have the opportunity to add a little more cheese. I'll add 20 grams, I really like it. The pasta is ready, I want to serve it. I take a fork, twist it, and lay it on the plate. So I repeat several times. Definitely more meat and more sauce. If desired, you can add more cheese, but I think we've already made it as cheesy and creamy as possible. Let's taste. I'm scooping up some macaroni and a piece of meat. I haven't swallowed yet, but I understand that this is a real work of art. Usually I taste a few times, but now I'm telling you unequivocally this is very bright. This pasta is worthy to be on your table. Treat yourself and your loved ones. And I'm sure when I was telling you the story that Alfred's wife's mood improved the moment she tasted the first spoonful. On this note, I bid you farewell. I thank you for watching and be sure to like this video, share it with friends who haven't tried this pasta yet, and don't be afraid to experiment.
Goodbye, friends.